Hi everyone, I'm Kate, and today I'm going to be talking about things I wish I knew before getting a puppy. This is our dog Spicy. She is a 9-month-old Shih Tzu poodle mix. For full disclosure, I've been a long-term dog lover. I actually used to walk dogs as a good portion of my income. I used to carry around dog encyclopedias in elementary school and show them off to all of my friends. And I'm actually a staff writer for a popular dog blog called K9 Admire. That's all to say that I felt like I had a pretty good understanding of dogs going into getting one of my own, but these are still some tidbits I could have used a gentle nudge or reminder about before bringing the pooch home. My first point is that your breeder really matters. I could have done a lot better in this regard. I actually found Spicy on Craigslist, which I don't recommend. It was a very sketchy transaction, and I almost got scammed multiple times. And honestly, I just ended up on there because I was just really desperate. It was around the time when all this stuff was starting, so everyone was looking for a dog. And we were just applying to different places all the time. A good place to look is the AKC, the American Kennel Club. That's where they have registered breeders, and those breeders should have a good knowledge of your puppy's health history. They should be breeding their dogs responsibly. It's a good option to look on that site if you don't know where to start. Adoption is also a great option, and generally I would stay away from pet stores because although pet store puppies are still cute, a lot of times they sadly come from puppy mills where they are bred irresponsibly and have a variety of health issues. It's also important to note that you're gonna have to wait a while to get a puppy, especially if you are getting a puppy from a responsible breeder. I think the entire process of us getting a dog from like start to finish took at least 7 months, but that is honestly on the short end. If you're looking for a specific breed and you're not adopting, most of the time you get on a wait list where you're waiting for the next litter to arrive. And as with any dog, if you are getting the dog responsibly, and this includes adoption, there's going to be some sort of background check, making sure that you can fulfill the dog's needs, etc., which can take some time. The next thing that I think is important to note is that your schedule really switches up. I'm sure these are completely different scales, but at least for the first couple of months, it really feels like you have a baby. But you really just have to keep an eye on your dog constantly until they learn what's right, what's wrong, what they can chew on, what they shouldn't, what's dangerous, and you can totally forget about sleeping in. You also want to make sure you puppy-proof your home before you bring home the pooch, so have all your basic supplies ready, make sure there's not any dangling wires, anything on the ground. Get on your dog's level and take away anything that's potentially dangerous or easily damaged. Another thing I wish I did was discussing division of labor before you bring home the pooch. Whatever you have at home, you want to make sure that you really outline what times each of you are available to watch the dog, at least for the first couple of months where your puppy really needs you there 24/7 to take care of them, watch them, and give them the care they need. If you're all on your own, I highly recommend seeking out a dog walker or dog sitter beforehand to make sure you have them on call when you need them, because you will probably need a bit of a break throughout the first couple of months, but your puppy still needs to be supervised and taken care of. Another thing that is so important is budgeting for your pooch. Dogs are so expensive, especially if they end up having a chronic condition. So you'll really want to make sure that you not only have enough in your savings account, but that your dog is now a part of your regular budget. We made the mistake of not getting pet insurance until after taking Spicy to the vet a couple of times. If you want to get pet insurance, get it before you even go to the vet if possible, before you even get the dog if that's possible, since if I'm not mistaken, all pet insurances do not cover pre-existing conditions. So let's say your dog goes in for a stomach ache and you don't have insurance yet. Once you get the insurance, if your dog has any gastrointestinal issues, anything relating to tummy problems, the insurance policyholder can say, you didn't have coverage when this was classified as an issue, so it can't be covered. So that is definitely something that I wish I knew. But yeah, in general, dogs are expensive. Don't get one if you can't afford one. Another thing that I think is important to note is that training is really worth it, and it's very, very important to put in the time investment when they are a puppy. Dogs learn whether we teach them or not, so it's our responsibility to set aside time, even take off work, do whatever you need to do to make sure that at least during those first 6 months, you can be on call to make sure that your dog is all set to be a lovely canine good citizen. And the last thing, which is a bit more positive, I feel like this whole video is just me complaining about the not so fun stuff of getting a puppy, but dogs really do add a lot of social benefits to your life. Even in times like these, everybody is happy to see a cute little animal, and it's nice to go to the dog park and have an excuse to get outside every day and have a good walk. But anyway, I love my dog very much, wouldn't trade her for the world, but before you bring home a puppy, make sure you've got everything in order so you can really enjoy all the love and care these little furry friends add to our lives. That's all I have for you this week. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope if you have a furry friend, you give him or her a good little pet. Okay. All right, bye.